Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole B. Jones, and I am just happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for life. I don't take days for granted. I don't take you for granted. And I'm going to come on here every week and just say, you are healthy, you are wealthy, you are prosperous. Everything your hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow great things because you are great. So, Meal Prep Monday, I definitely won't hold your time. I know it's Veteran Day, so some of you guys may be celebrating a loved one. I am actually in Maryland celebrating, honoring my dad, who is a veteran now. No, excuse me, Memorial Day. He's doing Memorial Day. He was a veteran. So even though I lost him in 22, um, his army buddies, his friends, his brothers, they put something together for him this weekend. So I came home to be a part of that. And when I tell you, ah, it has been amazing. And that's what prompted the call today because as we're defining and building our character, I wanted to talk about accountability. All right. So, of course, if you want to hear about the character, go back to the YouTube channel. I am Nicole Jones. I have the videos up there. But character is one of the attributes or features that make up or distinguish an individual. Okay. But in this, we hear it all the time because I told y'all last week, you're known by the fruit that you bear, right? So you're the apple. You're the apple of Jehovah God's eye. So you are the apple, all right? That's you. But we also hear the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So what does your forest look like? What does your accountability look like? Okay. We gotta when we're working on our character and dealing with our character, we gotta know our accountability. That's part of the meal plan. All right. Mindset, education, accountability, lifestyle. So accountability is the quality or state of being, an obligation or willingness to accept responsibility or to account for one's actions. All right. What does your accountability group look like? Even for your character. What morals and values does that person possess? What do they hold you accountable to doing? Do you have a homeboy or the homegirl that encourages you to act a fool? Or do you have the one who reminds you that you better than this, you better than that? Okay? You gotta know these things because when we think about legacy, legacy is a gift by will. All right. Most of the time, when you think of legacy, when you think of a gift by will, you think of money, you think of personal property. But I keep telling you, you are the gift. All right. You are needed. You are necessary. You are relevant. Each one of us was brought onto this journey with at least one gift. So you are the gift. All right. Legacy is something transmitted by or received from an ancestor or from the past. I'm talking about accountability today because if I wasn't reminded of anything this week, I was reminded of the accountability that was in my life that started at 14 to date. Okay. So when I think about it, and this week has been an emotional roller coaster, but it's all good. So I go to Fort Detrick, which was the army base that when I came to stay with my dad, I was 14, and coming to Fort Detrick as soon as I drove up, and I've been to Maryland since I left Maryland in '06. I've been here a few times since then, but all the time was for a reason. Um, but going back on post and being back where I was at 14, full of emotions, full of memories. Okay. So, of course, I saw Mac first and started crying because Mac is the one, he was definitely my dad's twin. Definitely dad number two. I'm gonna say he was the bad side of dad, but he definitely they was like this. But seeing him crying, but like you said, dad wouldn't want us to be sad. They had T-shirts made. I'm gonna have to show y'all the T-shirts, because in what I'm speaking about accountability, because what I was reminded of is I may not have my dad physically, but I have four dads that raised me still. So it was great to be able to see them when they saw me at 14. I'm 51, y'all. Okay, 51. They're a part of my accountability. They're a part of what's molded me. They're a part, and I'm glad that they're able to see me. They're able to see fruits of their labor. When I came to Maryland, my dad raised me. My mother was still in Texas. Okay, my sister was still in Texas. It was me and my dad. So when we start looking back, I told you that this journey is predestined, it's preordained. It's a fixed fight, and we already win. So no matter where you are in your journey, every piece and everything, every person, it builds you up to where you are. But my question is, as we're building our character, what are we leaving? Because we're a force for someone too. So what do we look like as a tree in their garden? All right, we got to think about this. At 51, I never would have thought that I would be sitting here talking about this. You don't think about this at 14, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful that it's a reminder, it's a perspective. Do I sit and I stay sad and somber because I lost D1? Because he's the one. Now, none of them can replace him. But I also am grateful that I have one, two, three, four more to still acknowledge. And still, if I need that wisdom, they military. So their thought process, everything is different. If I need it, the one call I can't do, I can do 5 times plus. All right. So accountability. This week, I want you to think about who you have around you. I told you before about the 3 to 12 and the 72 sent out 2 by 2. When you're building your character, because remember, we're doing for an ultimate goal. We're looking at our character so that we can set standards. We can draw lines in the sand. We can have what we need in our belief system, what we believe, so we have that anchor and that mark. All right. I'm grateful that in my belief system, all these men brought stability to me. All these men made me feel safe. Man, I talked to Joanne yesterday, and she's like, "You sound so happy, man. Just feeling safe again." All right, feeling like that 14-year-old, that 16-year-old, experiencing all these different things, but I had the wisdom of these men. Man, so we gotta focus on your accountability. Know who's in your life and why. Know whose life you're in and why. All right? Because our goal is to set the belief system. What we believe, when we believe it, we'll know it. When we know it, we'll continue to do it. Once you know, and you know in your knower, nothing and no one can move you from that. It doesn't matter if you know the sky is purple and someone tell you it's blue. It won't matter because you know in your knower. And you got to remember, your knower is supernatural. All right, the spirit, the soul, wrapped in this flesh. This journey does not define us. So it's these things that are legacy. I love that my son sat next to me at 10 years old and said, "Okay, mommy, I want to learn," because we had a bid whist day. We had bid whist going on because even at 14, yes, I was at the NCO club. They just had that clout. I still don't know how I was 14 in the club, but hey, it is what it is. It has made me who I am. But in there, to spend time with my dad and to spend time with them, I had to do what they were doing, minus the drink. All right. They didn't give me any drinks, but I learned how to play bid whist with them. So even being able to sit, I had one Boston ran on me, just one, but every other game we won, and that was okay, 'cause, you know, Drew put it together, so he earned that. He earned that Boston. But every other hand we won, and it was Mac and I. So even for Jaden to sit and say, I want to learn how to play, and he's sitting next to me, just like I did with my dad. All right. Those are the things, those are the memories that we hold on to. Those are the things that fuel us through this journey. Okay. And remember, your glass is always half full, never half empty. So it's been 2 years since dad passed, but, and we all grieve different. But even though I didn't reach out the way that I could, the way that I should, to know after this weekend, they're a phone call away, always known it, but now I use it. All right. So, meal prep Monday. Like I said, as we're looking at ourselves and we're looking at the inner me, because that's the only enemy, all right? We're going to think about our accountability. And just remember, the apple don't fall too far from the tree, all right? I'm good fruit. And the trees I have around me are great. That's what you have to hold on to. And have someone in your life that'll hold you accountable from 14 to 51. If I do something wrong, they don't have a they'll let me know. All right? They're my dads. No one can replace Stormy Norman. All right? No one would ever try to. But to know that I'm blessed, I'm already blessed. All right. I'm already grateful for the relationship that I had with my dad, but to be able to be reminded of the residue of that relationship, and I still have it. All right. Everyone would say dad left a stain on everyone he met. I just love the residue. I love the stain. I love that, you know, Mac told me playing cards with me was just like playing with my dad, you know? So it's all these things. We make legacy so deep, but it's the little things that I strive for in this journey. It's the little things that make me smile. All right. Accountability is key. Accountability is key. So, meal prep Monday, like I said, I know I got a lot of background. We are here eating. Well, everybody almost done eating breakfast together, and like I said, just in this journey, build memories because no one can take those from you. And those are the things that continue to fuel us. Those are the things that we want to think back on. Those are the things I can look at Reed, I can look at Mac, I can look at Drew, I can look at Harry O, and I can see their life. All right. And it gives me something to want for my family. It gives me something to strive for. And they still will correct me. They was trying to fuss at me because I was whooping butt. They said they liked me better when I was younger. It's okay. They love me more now. All right. I had to represent Mr. Johnson. I had to bring him in the room. So, but I won't hold you up. I just want to encourage you. As always, stay focused, stay humble, stay positive. Just listen, life is simple. This journey is very simple, but what's simple to do is also simple not to do. And it's what we make it, okay? If we're just passing through to go to the final destiny. So be intentional to make your journey half full, not half empty. Be intentional to look for those things that bring joy to you and bring pleasure and all these things, because when life starts life, it's these memories that you hold on to and you remind yourself of who you are. All right. It's these memories that you can build affirmations from for yourself. All right. So I was not going to pan the room. Y'all, anybody want to come say hello? You want to come say hello? You want to come say hello? Y'all want to see my dad? Look, here's a hand.
Here's another hand.
Come here, Matt. Now I gotta show y'all him. I don't want to do that because it'll be live or on social media. Look, this is my second dad, y'all. Let me see if I'm
Hi, second dad.
Look, they saying hi, second dad. You can't see them. This is my second dad. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them here. So I just wanted them to see you. No, he's not. My brother-in-law talking about I'm your daddy. Negative. Always got one in the bunch, y'all. But remember, stay focused, stay humble, stay positive. Be the best version of you unapologetically because no one else could do it. And you are necessary. You are relevant. You are needed. If I don't matter to anyone else, I know I matter to them. And that's enough for me. All right. So again, I am Nicole D. Jones, and I want you to continue to have a fantabulous rest of the day. Smooches.